promise you, I'm gonna take from him what he took from you.
You want to kill this guy?
I want him to suffer for everything that he's done.
A race, Barry, between you and me, to see who's the fastest man alive.
You want revenge? If that's why you're doing this, you will lose.
Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. This is going to be my Flash finale trailer video. Just careful for spoilers for everything that's happened on the season so far, because we have to talk about what happened in the last episode, and there's some crazy WTF. The timeline of the footage isn't super specific. There's a funeral. The way they cut the trailer make it seem like he has a small fight with Zoom. Then there's a time jump. The funeral happens. Then we see this final race. Let's see who's the fastest once and for all, in what looks like the TV show's version of the actual cosmic treadmill. The actual title of the episode is Race of His Life, so that probably has something to do with what Zoom is using this giant treadmill for. Now, I'm just calling it the Cosmic Treadmill. Who knows what the actual name for it will be, but that might have something to do with Earth 2 being destroyed like Cisco sees in his visions. When I first heard Cosmic Treadmill, I really just thought of this like in the original story of Hunter Zolomon becoming Zoom. He gets on the Cosmic Treadmill to try and go back in time so that he can heal himself, because in the comics he lost the use of his legs. Wally West, who was the Flash at the time and was his good friend, refused to change the timeline. So Zolomon attempted to use the Cosmic Treadmill, caused this huge accident that gave him Speed Force powers. Now, they worked a little bit differently from previous Reverse Flashes, but this was all pre-Flash Rebirth, Wally West era Flash stuff. This was one of the last big Geoff Johns Flash runs. Before he did Flash Rebirth, Barry Allen came back and became the main Flash. Now, there is a Flash Rebirth happening next week, but it's like a big DC Universe rebirth. It's completely unrelated to what's happening on the TV show. But when you're thinking about comic book stuff to Flash TV show stuff, especially with Cosmic Treadmill, Zoom versus the Flash, just think of imagery. The actual plot of a lot of those Wally West stories aren't going to be very much like what they do on the TV show. The TV show is going with different characters, so it borrows things from the comics, but usually it's just ideas or names or characters. They mix and match things. So what about Jay Garrick and the Man in the Iron Mask? We were promised a reveal. We're going to find out who's underneath that mask. I think we're all hoping that it's the real Jay Garrick and it's going to be played by John Wesley Shipp. Remember, his mother's maiden name is Garrick, so even if it's not John Wesley Shipp, it's going to be someone from his family. Barry will probably be related to Jay Garrick. Now keep in mind that it's still an Earth 2 person, so there's all kinds of twists going into Season 3, and it'll be really hard to guess the direction they take it in Season 3 until we actually see what's going on in the finale. So let me know in the comments, do you think because they killed off Henry Allen, they're just clearing the way for a John Wesley Shipp Jay Garrick? Whatever the explanation is, whether it's Barry's dad from Earth 2, or it's his grandfather, or some twist like that. Just keep in mind that the actor who plays Zoom said that he's basically going to be dealt with in the finale, but he's not going away completely. It's kind of like the Eobard Thawne Reverse Flash. Barry defeated him in the Season 1 finale, but then we saw him come back during Season 2. So Zoom could always come back in the future, whatever the resolution is. But a bunch of different people from behind the scenes, like producers, people associated with the TV show, have said that comic book fans will really like what ends up happening in the finale, the big twist. So that makes me feel like we're going to see the real Jay Garrick. It'll be like Jay Garrick Rebirth, like we saw Barry Allen in Flash Rebirth. And this big cosmic treadmill is going to have universe-altering consequences. Now, I don't know how they're going to integrate Supergirl Season 2 with Earth 1 next year, because Cisco would still have to open a breach to get to Supergirl's Earth, so they might find some creative way around that. If there is going to be some universe-altering consequence of this cosmic treadmill race here, then I think it's mostly going to be associated with Earth 1, Earth 2. But just think about how they keep broadening the mythology from season to season on Flash and Arrow. They've already been teasing things on Legends of Tomorrow. Things are getting way more comic booky, way bigger. So let me know, what do you think the deal with the cosmic treadmill is? We've already talked about Jay Garrick, but now, what is going to be the side effect of them going crazy on this cosmic treadmill here? There'll probably be some extra giveaways next week because of all the finales, because of all the rebirth stuff happening, so I'll try to think of something cool. But I will go ahead and start a new round of the giveaway now. So all you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this video. If there's any other bonus videos you guys want me to do next week, just let me know. A lot of it will depend on what happens in the finale. Like if we see Jay Garrick, I'll totally do a Jay Garrick video. But just make sure that you don't wait to watch the Flash and Arrow finales next week. Make sure to watch them the night that they air. While you guys wait for my next video to post, you can click here for this week's episode of The Flash, and you can click here for my Star Trek Beyond and Star Trek TV series trailer. There's a new Star Trek TV series that CBS is working on. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.